Hello coders, in today's video we are going to solve the 13th problem of famous LeetCode SQL 50 playlist. Today's question is managers with at least 5 direct reports. Let's understand the table schema. The table's name is employee and it has 4 columns: employee ID, name, department and manager ID. Here employee ID is the primary key and each row will have the employee's ID, name, department and the manager who is managing them. Those are the informations available in the table. Let us understand the problem statement. Write a solution to find the managers with at least 5 direct reports. Return the result table in any order. The result format is in the following example. Okay, what is given is we have to print the name of the employee who to whom there were 5 people reported to him. That is, in this example, like Dan, James, Amy, Annie and Ron, these all 5 members reported to John. So that is given here. So John's ID is 101. To whom all these 5 members are reported their reports. So which says that John there are 5 members reported to him. So that's so John name is printed. So that is given in the question. I think the question is clear. Let's jump into the query session. We are told to print the name. So we are selecting the name and from employee table. So here we are going to use joins, self join, that is we are going to join this table with itself. That is the ID, the normal ID in this table is getting joined with the manager ID in the same table. So we are aliasing it 2 times, that is as E1 and from join employee E2 on. We are joining the IDs of each employee with the manager ID. Like the ID 101 John is present here as manager ID for 5 people. So from the table E1 the ID 101 is taken and from the table E2 the manager ID 101s are matched. Okay, that's the thing. So from E1 table we are taking the ID and from E2 table we are taking the manager ID. Okay, so we have joined everything. So after joining, what will happen is 101 John, this value, these 2 values will be joined with 102 Dan, 103 James, 104 Amy, 105 Annie and 106 Ron, because their manager IDs are 101, which is John. So after joining, the row will be mapped with all these rows. Okay, so now we have mapped everything, that is we are clear that these employees are reporting to John. So after this we have to group them to take their counts. So we are going to group by E1.id, which means we are going to group by the ID of each person, like ID of John, ID of Dan, ID of James. Likewise, if for John we'll be having after joining we'll be having the count as 5, but for Dan, James and all there will be no manager. Their IDs are not present or presented as manager, so their names will not be present. So that's the thing. And after grouping by, we have to print only the names of the employees who has the reports which is greater than or equal to 5. So whenever you use group by clause, you have to use the having clause to filter out from the operation, from the group by operation. So we are using the having clause like having count. So which says that we are going to group by the ID of the employees, and we are going to see the count of the group. Like, if for more clearer, you can even have it like e2.id. Okay, e2.id. So this is the query. We are grouping them, and we are grouping the manager's ID, and we are counting them. If their counts are greater than or equal to 5, then it is uh, eligible to print it as an output according to the question. Okay, let's try to run it. Some typo error. Like, we are printing the e1 dot name. So that's ambiguous because we are analyzing a same table for 2 times, right? So it is getting confused. You better mention the table from which you are taking the are you extracting the name. Let's try to submit it. It is accepted. Thank you for watching.